What's up guys, Doomwake here, and welcome to another Modern video on the channel. I know we haven't played some Modern in quite some time, but with the recent ban announcement, I am very excited to get back into the Modern format and kind of explore this new world with all of you. Before we continue, make sure to smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to let me know in the comments what you thought of the video. So, for those of you who didn't know, the ban announcement happened on Monday, out of the blue, wasn't previously announced or anything like that, and Lurrus the Dream Den has been banned. So if you want to check out that video, I did talk about a little bit about what I thought of the ban and what I think about the format moving forward, but for today, we are going to be playing some post-ban Modern. What does that mean? We get to play 3 and 4 drops again. I know that's kind of a running joke at this point that 3 drops have been unbanned, but I really do think that Lurrus kind of put this stranglehold in terms of, you know, like forcing you to be as efficient as possible, and it really kind of, you really had to think about what 3 and 4 drops you were putting in your deck. So this is kind of very similar to what we were playing before. This list I actually got mostly from Aspiring Spike. He was playing a mono blue version of this deck. The difference being he had Consulate Dreadnought over the Reality Chip. Now, I know he's not the biggest fan of the Reality Chip. I'll just put it up on the screen here for you for a second. But the reason I like the Reality Chip so much in a deck like this is because the reason the Reality Chip is not maybe as good as it could be is because it requires a lot of mana. Well, it just so happens that Urza provides you a lot of mana. So Urza kind of makes up for the fact that the Reality Chip is a little mana intensive, because you can get to these board states where if you have an Urza in play and you play a chip and equip it and you have a couple untapped artifacts, you can just go through, like, you know, basically every single card up until you've hit a second land. And sometimes even with cantrips, like you have Thought Monitor, Thoughtcast, and Hard Evidence, which cycles, you have a lot of ways to clear the top of the deck along with fetch lands if you haven't played a land, like if you have just an uncracked fetch land. So you can really keep going with Urza and chip, because Urza just gives you the mana to keep going, which is awesome. So that's why we're trying out a couple Reality Chips here. The rest of the deck, fairly straightforward. You know, the blue affinity stuff that I'm sure you've seen before: 4 Thoughtcast, 4 Thought Monitor, 4 Nettle Cyst, 4 Urza, just a really clean base there. The newest addition, kind of, and this is a card that Aspiring Spike had, is Hard Evidence. Might not look like the most flashy card, but it does a couple of things. So it replaces itself because it investigates. So in essence, it is kind of like a site. It's a cantrip. It's a free card, quote unquote. It does, you know, ask you to spend 2 mana. But think of a card like Thraben Inspector. The reason people play Thraben Inspector is because it's just free value. It's free real estate. And the cool thing about Hard Evidence, when you're playing with stuff like Moonsnare Prototype and Springleaf Drum, like, let's imagine you have a hand that's like Moonsnare Prototype, Springleaf Drum, Hard Evidence. The cool thing about Hard Evidence is it actually turns on both of those in one card, because you can tap the Clue with Prototype and you can tap the O3 with Springleaf Drum. So it kind of unlocks both of those, because you can get some really clunky draws where you draw too many drums / prototypes and not enough ways to turn them on. And Evidence being 2 permanents for both of those cards is pretty important, on top of the fact that it blocks Ragavan, can just, like, Chump Blocker can buy you a turn that you need, cycling. It's a really good card. I think it's really good in this deck. So I think I'm a big fan of Hard Evidence. And then the aforementioned 4 Prototype, 4 Drum, 4 Ornithopter, 4 Memnite. Those pretty much become standard for Affinity at this point. And then we have our Saga package here, pretty small: 1 Needle, 1 Spellbomb, and 1 Shadow Spear. Moving on to the mana base, the question that I got asked a lot when I played this deck on stream is, why are we not playing with white? I think the biggest reason not to play with white is because when you're playing cards like Stoneforge Mystic and Esper Sentinel, it really requires you to play, I would say, baseline minimum probably 10 to 12 white sources, and Urza Saga is a requirement. You realistically can't play this deck without Urza Saga. So at that point, you're on 12 white sources, 4 Urza Sagas. You want to play a couple of basics because Blood Moon exists, but the point that I'm getting at is, it really, once you've gotten to that point in the mana base, you really can't afford to play cards like Darksteel Citadel and Otawara, which is, I think, a really big miss, especially Darksteel Citadel when you're playing with Thought Monitor and Thoughtcast, 4 of each. You really want that artifact land to be able to power out those cards more efficiently. So I really do think playing Citadel is pretty important. If somebody could maybe, like, if you have any ideas in the comment section below, like on a mana base that could maybe support some number of citadels and then also potentially support white cards, let me know, because I've been thinking about it, but I haven't really found any like particular 2-color mana base that I like. So, but yeah, that's pretty much the reason why we're not splashing a color. Just a really clean 4 Citadel, 4 Saga, couple Otawaras, couple fetch lands to shuffle the deck with chip, and then some basic islands. Sideboard here, we obviously the downside of not playing a second color is you lose a little bit of access to utility in the sideboard. We're playing 4 copies of Metallic Rebuke. We're not splitting on counterspells because Rebuke is good against basically everything. Like there's almost not a matchup where any one counterspell is good that Rebuke isn't. So I like just maxing on a Rebuke. Hurgle's Recall because I do think Hammer Time is a bit rough without the cheap removal like Portable Hole. Couple Dismembers, same thing, really good against Hammer Time. 3 Ashiok. I've seen a lot of increase in Primeval Titan decks over the past couple of weeks, so I really want to go all in on Ashiok because the other deck that Ashiok I think is actually pretty good against is the 4-color deck, because they utilize their graveyard with Witness and Ren and 6, and they also have a ton of fetch lands. So like Ashiok indirectly kind of shuts off Ren and 6 because they can't keep fetching. If they have a Boseiju, it's different, but I like Ashiok against their deck. Same thing with Damping Sphere, again for the Titan matchup. And then just a couple of 1-ups here to fetch with Urza Saga, Relic when we want more graveyard hate, and then Welding Jar when we are playing against a deck that has a lot of removal. So that's the deck list. I played this deck live on the Twitch stream, and I had a lot of fun, so I really hope you guys enjoyed the content. Again, Modern is, essentially for me, Modern is has been unbanned, so let's get into some games. I will see you back here in just a little bit for round number 1. It sucks. Maybe this deck's just bad. Important. Maybe this deck's just bad. By maybe, I mean probably. Not a fan of chip. I thought it would be sick with Urza, but it's just like, the games just haven't materialized like that. These opening hands are just obviously unplayable. Alright, guess I keep this. Yeah, Tim, Silent Planet is headlining. Need more cheap cards like Hammer has to fully take advantage of Jib. I thought about playing some Baubles. But like even at that point, it's like I don't know. We haven't really set up Urza plus Chip at all. I don't know if it's just like the way the games are playing out, but I mean this is 100% getting countered, right? But I want to Thoughtcast before playing my land in case I spike Saga. Did not spike Saga. Guess I'll play Prototype. I'm waiting by the phone. Unholy Heat. Got it. I think this deck just lacks aggressiveness. Right, so you just don't want to play Urza then, right? Is that what you're saying? Locksamber, Emery, and Goose. I just feel like it needs to be a little bit more aggressive. I think, like, I like the idea of building around the 8-cast stuff, but I think that, I don't know, I think you just have to play more aggressive elements like cranial plating and that kind of shit. I don't know, these cards just, like, don't feel like they mesh well together. It's weird. It's a good draw step, but it's going to get countered now. 1000% getting countered. Does the game state matter if you were able to have Urza Chip plus equip? Not necessarily, but... Alright, block. What did they do? They bolted my token. This will surely resolve. They surely don't have a counter spell. They surely don't have a counter spell. Wanna look the other way. Rude. Well, can maybe win if we rip an Urza. Sure, we'll draw land. Did they bubble? They had to bubble themselves, right? Alright, it's a magic card. It's actually a quite good magic card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, the first token still doesn't get around heat, which is kind of awkward. Like, I really wanted one extra artifact so the first token didn't die to heat. But... yeah, I mean, I drew a land, but it is the best land I could have drawn, so I guess I shouldn't complain. I mean, I will complain, but... Teamer? That's a good draw step. Cost 2? It's fine. I don't want to make a token first, because I want to get the token around Unholy Heat. That's the whole point of playing the Thought Monitor first. I could make a token main phase and equip. Is that good? Probably rather just have 3 blockers, right? In case they have like a bounce spell for the token. That's like one way I could lose this game. I think I'd rather just have more blockers. Like, I have enough mana next turn. I think it's fine. If you want to just farm people immediately post-ban, Blue Merc 10 seems like the choice. Yeah, it's a good deck, for sure. Well, if they don't have a bounce spell, they're probably fucked. Dress down? True, they could have dress down. Not much I can do about that, right? Just kind of have to play my cards. It's not like a card I can really play around. Alright, they didn't play it yet. I'm going to get Spell Bomb. And then I'm going to play Citadel. I'm going to equip my Construct token. And I'm going to go to the step in which I attack you. I'm going to do a dress down check. Does not look like they have dress down. In myself all to you. Unless they're slow rolling it. Nope. We're done. They would have just ran a response to equip. Oh yeah, because if they wait, the token stays in play. Well, not... yeah, no, you're right, you're right. It's true. You're right. So we drew back-to-back perfects. The old back-to-back perfects. I mean, I would have preferred them in the reverse order, because I wanted to draw the Thought Monitor first, but, you know, I'll take it. So how are we boarding against Murktide? Damping Sphere sucks. Recall sucks. Relic is Gucci. I think Welding Jar is pretty good, especially if they have, like, Shatters after board. I don't like Ashiok. Maybe Dismember, maybe Rebuke. What's bad against them? I don't really know. I think Chip and Hard Evidence just isn't good enough for Modern, at least in Affinity. I mean, I really like that Hard Evidence is, like, pretty sick with Moonsnare prototype, because it gives you, like, 2 different permanents to tap to the prototype. And it just, like, is... I mean, it's basically Three-Bit Inspector, right? Like, if it was just blue Three-Bit Inspector, would you play it? It's literally just Three-Bit Inspector, but probably better, actually. 3 chips too many? Yeah, in a matchup like this, I may not have time for chip all the time. I want to keep a couple of them. I really don't know what I'm supposed to cut. I could, like, trim on Nettle Cyst. Probably don't want Needle. Think I can trim... maybe, like, trim an Urza, because they have a bunch of counter spells. Just try to, like, lower my curve a little bit, but then I'm, like, kind of threat light if I do that. I have actually been trimming, like, a prototype and an Ornithopter in a matchup like this. for some kills. Let's try this. Bring a couple counter spells. Yeah, I think Rebuke is good. I don't know. I'm kind of just sideboarding at random. Sideboarding is hard with this deck. Because you have to, like, make sure you keep enough synergy pieces, because your deck needs a lot of artifacts to function. So sideboarding is pretty tough with this deck. Tilt. Hard evidence. It's basically hard evidence. It's pretty much the same thing as hard evidence. Saga. Saga. Not a Saga. There we go. Is Recall good in Modern now? As in Hurkyl's Recall? I think it's important if you're playing a deck like this, Mono Blue specifically, to be able to fight against Hammer Time, because you don't have the typical good cards against Hammer Time, like Wear Tear and Disenchant, those kinds of cards. You're just a Mono Blue deck, so you don't get to play those kinds of removal spells. So I think in that context specifically, you do want to be playing a card like Hurkyl's Recall. I should have activated this. I blame chat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I kind of just don't want to run this into Counterspell. Like, I feel like if they're doing nothing, I'm also just going to do nothing. I don't know, I just feel like the mana base in Blue-White is awkward, because you don't get to play Darksteel Citadel. Like, I don't think you can justify playing Darksteel Citadel in Blue-White. And I hate that. I hate that you have less artifacts. Your monitors are a lot worse, and I don't know. I like Citadel. Citadel, getting to play 4 copies of Citadel cannot be understated. Yeah, but Flare House doesn't replace itself like the Crab does. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm going to lead on Monitor, because they're probably going to counter this, and then I'm just going to play another Monitor. That was the whole point of waiting this long, is so now I can play two spells through their counterspell, because they kind of have to counter this, right? I mean, if they don't want to counter it, I'm in, but I can't imagine them not countering this. You don't want a long game in this matchup? I mean, you can definitely win a long game. I think you have the tools. Your deck is just a bunch of divinations. Yeah, you can play Skydiver. Skydiver's pretty narrow. I mean, I guess so is Recall, but there's no fucking way they don't counter this, right? Will I suffer the same before I'm done? Stomp Monitor's doing jumping jacks. Are you dizzy, chat? Dress down, maybe? Possibly. I guess they're going to kill a creature in response? It's kind of a weird play. The card's on the stack! Okay. Dress down resolves. I will not play my other Thought Monitor. You may proceed. You got me. Would I rather lose to IB True or IP... Shut up. Shut up, Tim. I feel like Emery plus Bobble. Yeah, I mean, I've essentially replaced Emery plus Bobble with Hard Evidence plus Chip. Because I think Chip is much more of a stronger late game than Emery is. Because Emery just dies to so much more stuff. Like, Chip gets to dodge a lot of the removal spells that Emery does. And I think it takes over the game a lot more. Like, it will shut the door a lot more than Emery will. Their hand must be fucking terrible, huh? No attack with Mem Knight. Oh, I guess that was a free attack, yeah. Probably would have been a fine attack. have a second counterspell? Okay. I guess they can play a 6/6 Murktide now. Like you said, Emery is 1 mana most of the time. Each turn, chip is 5. Right, I'm saying chip is only good if you have Urza, but it's a lot better if you have Urza. Personally, I think. Yeah, of course I draw that now. Just embarrassing. Just actually embarrassing. It's a good draw step. Proceed. Guess I should play the evidence. Go. No, my rebuke is terrible because they have 5 mana. Has Lurrus Bane rekindled my love for Modern? Yes. Yes, it has. I'll take 6 this turn. I'm probably going to chump block next turn, but... DRC. You got it. Memnite. Poggers. Poggers, draw step. I guess I should have cracked my clue first. E, thank you for the 15 months. Appreciate that, buddy. Tier 1 for 15 months. Not just 15. Tier 1. Appreciate the sub E. Sub E. I'm going to try a MTG Affinity list. There's one on my video. There's one on my YouTube, if you want to check that out. Unholy Heat, my Ornithopter. You got it, Chief. I can just get Spellbomb with Saga to bounce the Murktide. Take 6. Go to 8. I guess if they have Dress Down... That was a good draw step. That was an exceptional draw step. I think I'm just going to get the Spellbomb, right? There's a good chance they have a Dress Down as well. I guess I don't need to get Spellbomb because I drew Otawara. But if I do that, I don't get to make a token. Like, the cool thing about Spellbombing here is I can Spellbomb and make a token. So I think I'm just going to get Spellbomb. And then attack with these two? Actually, just attack with everything. Yeah. It's not a lethal attack. Yeah, we kind of expected that. So they're going to have land, instant, enchantment, huh? Okay, that resolves. So they take 3. I don't think they're blocking. I guess this kind of gets awkward. No, it doesn't, right? Like, this happens, I bounce the Murktide, maybe take 3 from the Channeler, which is probably fine. Yeah, this is probably fine. I would save Otawara for the next Murktide if we get there. Yeah, so, like, I'm just going to bounce the Murktide, take this, which might be 3, next turn, end of turn, make a token, untap, make a token, get Shadow Spear, and then just go to town. They have to have, like, a 3rd Dress Down. Yeah, I don't see them winning this game if they don't have a 3rd Dress Down. I'm just going to EOT bounce for mana efficiency. Like, I'm going to bounce anyways. Doctors are about to arrive. Another Saga's not too bad. Now we just get the Shadow Spear, we play Saga, we equip, and we ask, do you have another Rebuke? Or another Dress Down, excuse me. Do you have the 3rd Dress Down? Does not look like they do. Let's go, chat. Bustle, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Chat, don't forget, if you have Amazon Prime, they give you 1 free subscription per month to any streamer of your choice. Make sure you are utilizing your Amazon Prime if you have a Prime subscription. Don't want to let that go to waste. Any primers? Arboreal Grazer. Can't beat this deck. Broken. Broken. Fire-breathing hamster gifting us up to a salmon. Salmon. Thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate you, buddy. Alright, chip you. Get chipped. Trying 4-drop. Ah, we're so dead. We are so dead. Does this deck need more lands? I have 18. Spike's list at 17. I added a land. Dr. Yad. Okay. This is bad. Land. Yeah. Should I scoop? I'm going to prepare the scoop, because I assume I'm conceding this game. We're going to prepare the scoop. Always prepare the scoop. Get some good value by preparing the scoop. It's hard to wish you the best. Play 22. Play 22 being Otawara. Yeah, I'm on 18 with 2 Otawara. So. Alright, Ashiok. JC said that we should bring in Rebuke. So if we just bring in all of these cards, cut the chips, the Thoughtcast, and the Hard Evidences, I actually kind of like that sideboard plan. Looks good. Let's do it. Yeah, Otawara's good. This matchup sucks, only won by having turn 2 Ashiok games 2 and 3. I mean, you have a shit ton of sideboard cards. Like, your sideboard is just 4 counterspells, 3 Ashioks, 2 Dismembers, 2 Damping Spheres. Like, we're bringing in 11 cards. Like, I would hope that we have a reasonable matchup post-board against them. Is that Copium? Might be Copium. Yeah, usually when you put 11 cards in your sideboard for a matchup, usually you increase your win percentage. It's kind of how that works. Needle should go. No, I like Needle against their haste land. I think the 1 Needle's fine. Mana? Ooh, mana and Damping Sphere. So I'm going to keep 2 lands, Dismember, Damping Sphere, and Nettle Cyst, I think. Because this is a card. This is the card that's I'm most likely to cast with 2 colorless lands. So. If they play a Grazer, should I Dismember it? I probably should. Okay. It's not a bad draw. All things considered. Still probably going to lose the Force of Vigor, but not much I can do about that. Just kind of have to play our cards. Grazer. Dead. Dead. Dead Jim. Take that to the misery. 5-5. 5-5. Just force me. Get it over with. Ooh, they didn't have force. It's a good sign. That is a good sign. Big fan of this list. Do you think this deck is better than the Urza combo list with Stoneforge? Debating on building either. Again, we've talked about this a lot. I prefer monocolor because it's really hard to play 2-color with Darksteel Citadel. Because you need a shit ton of white sources. Alright, that'll be good if I draw a blue source. I mean, if they don't have force, I'm probably going to win this game, but I just assume they always have force. You miss Lurrus? Shut up. I'm gonna... Mods, get him. Get him, mods. Mods! Thoughts on the Dreadnought list? I don't like Dreadnought. I think it's just weird. I don't know. Like, I feel like if you're gonna play a card like Dreadnought, you might as well just play it Cranial Plating. I'm not convinced on the Dreadnoughts yet. Like, if you want to beat down, just beat down with platings. Like, what's the point of playing Dreadnought? God, now they can cast Force of Vigor and pay for Rebuke. God damn it. Oh, you're good. No worries. Ran out of dip for my chips. Got to get more dip. What's up, Adam? Haste is not bad on Dreadnought. Oh, well, Cranial Plating also has haste. It's just like, it comes up way more often. It's less narrow, if you know what I mean. I guess I'll just dismember this. I don't really need to do that, but... Go. Is there any way you want to play the tapped MH2 artifact lands? No. Tap lands are bad. Would you put temples into your modern deck? I don't think so. I really, really hate tap lands. Especially in a deck like this, where you just want to curve... Like, this deck utilizes its mana, all of its mana, every single turn. It always has things to do with its mana, and every time you play a tap land, you just time walk yourself, and that's so bad in a deck like this. You know? It's just like, ugh. I hate it. I hate tap lands. I refuse. I've tried. I tried several leagues with tap lands, and every time I had it, it was awful. It's kind of funny if they play Karn the Great Creator. Well, I mean, I guess I would just counter it, but I can actually cast Rebuke through a Karn. Unban artifact lands. No. No, no, no. You definitely... I mean, as much as you think you want that to happen, that would not be very good. Thought with zero cost artifacts are still good. They are, but just like the cost is not... The juice is not worth the squeeze. Just Ancient Den? I mean, I'd play Ancient Den in this deck. Well, can't guess that card. Five color Urza Saga deck? Yeah, I know, right? I'm just saying, if artifact lands got unbanned, I would put them in my deck. Maybe just see the sign on, but oh no, Grazer. Not the Grazer! It's almost like this Damping Sphere card is good. Couldn't get the Sketcher. I mean, they had Double Saga... Looks like they had Double Saga Amulet and some lands. They were needed a payoff. But they just, like, could never beat the Damping Sphere, you know? Oh, wait. Oh, wait. Oh, they can't! Ah, they have 9 mana, but their Titan costs 7 because they played a spell. That's so good for me. I thought for a second, I was like, oh fuck, they have 9 mana, but their Titan costs 7. I was so worried for a second. I was like, oh no, they have 9 mana. I was so scared for a second. Ooh, that was close. Saved. Saved. That was a Giga Chad moment. No, I didn't almost concede. Once I realized that the Titan cost 7 mana, I was like, okay, we're good. Chat, y'all are disappointing me. I enabled Giga Chad tonight, and nobody wants to type in Giga Chad. The disappointment. Does this ain't good? It's like turn 2 Saga activation. It's got none of my sideboard cards though. This hand is turn 2 Saga activation, turn 3 Urza. I want to keep this hand, chat. What do you think? Did we just, like, have to mulligan to hate in this matchup? I'm keeping. I'm keeping. If I could delete a card from Magic history, which one would it be and why Ragavan? No, it would be Jade Avenger. Fuck that card. It's like not a bad draw. Lurrus was deleted from Magic history yesterday. Still legal in Alchemy. Does anybody play Alchemy? Oh, fuck me, I guess. Guess I shouldn't have played the Mem Knight. Oh, 5-head. Nice dismember, bro. Nice dismember, bro. Your turn. Rigged? Definitely not rigged. Nice dismember, bro. They thought they were smart with that dismember. Yeah, we just debated them. I had the Mem Knight the whole time. They got a castle? Interesting that they got a castle. Of its misery. Alright, what am I doing this turn? I mean, I'm probably just YOLOing Urza, right? Can I Urza and hold up Rebuke? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3. I actually don't think I can, right? I can't Urza and hold up Rebuke. Castle means Bounceland plus Titan. Yeah, so I should probably hold up Rebuke here, right? Like, what I could do... If I'm trying to think if I make a token, so I tap this and these, I have a token, so I have token, get Spellbomb, play land, and hold up token, Spellbomb, land, which is 3 mana for Rebuke and the Spellbomb activation. Get Springleaf. So if I get Springleaf, I go tap mana, get Drum, 1, 2, 3, 4, Urza, have 2 constructs, the Urza and the Drum untapped. Which is enough, right? Because I can go Drum, tap Urza, and then tap the 2 constructs to play Metallic Rebuke. But is that better than just going Construct Spellbomb? I feel like Construct plus Spellbomb is better. Yeah, I'm just going to do that, I think. I think I'm just going to go make a Construct, get a Spellbomb. Yeah, and then I can attack and just pass. I think this is just the best line. Urza taps your artifact for mana, you don't need Drum. Well, the thing is, the Drum gives us an extra mana, right? I guess it doesn't. Yeah, because the Spellbomb would also give us a mana if we did that. Whatever, they're dead. Whatever they cast, I will counter. We have won the game. I probably could just bounce this and not counter it, but... Still had all D. Oh, I guess they could have backed. I might have lost the pact. I see the hell inside your head. Look, if they're gonna let me have my camera time, I'm gonna cast some spells. Alright, no more camera time. No more camera time, Sag. Not like we could have also had Urza in play. Well, no, because if I float mana, Urza gets Spell Bomb. I can't have Rebuke up too, right? I mean, I don't know. I got 2 basics. I save the fetch land because I have chip. If I draw like a non... Oh, I'm probably going to play Saga next turn, yeah, so I should save the fetch land. You know what blocks Ragavan? My 0-4. Yeah, so let's just go Saga, chip. Definitely not going to cast this Shadow Spear. Did I post a playlist somewhere? It should be exclamation point playlist. You should be able to see it. And, like, I don't even care if they kill the chip, because I have another one. I mean, it's, like, moderately annoying, but... Sure. Something that you may want here. Yeah. I can't also play... Is it actually better to play Nettlecyst here? Because if I activate Saga and they have Bolt, it's kind of awkward. I could actually go Nettlecyst and Shadow Spear. I think that's better. Oh, no, I can't. No, but Nettlecyst is a 4-4. Because Nettlecyst counts Saga. So the whole point of playing Nettlecyst is because it's a 4-4, not a 3-3. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really bad if I don't make a Saga token if they play Blood Moon next turn. So, like, I need to get my full value because his deck grinds pretty well. It's pretty close, right? Oh, well, if that's his play, nothing matters. If that's his best play, then it doesn't really matter. Urza. We'll take that. I'm just going to keep making tokens. I guess I will get... I don't really need a drum, right? Guess I'm going to get... I actually kind of want to get Ornithopter. No, I should get Memnite. Because I want to be able to go Shadow Spear, equip, without tapping the other constructs. Yeah. That's why I want to do it this way. Because I want to have the other construct back to block. I mean, the game's over, right? Needle on You were already dead. I should have done that. That would have been the right play. I missed my opportunity. God damn it. No. I missed my opportunity. That was the first time that I've had to name You Are Already Dead. Chat, I'm just punting left and right. Just punting left and right. Feels bad, man. It's the first opportunity I would have had for that. What are we boarding against? Mono red Obosh. Maybe Dismember. I don't know if I like counterspells against them. Relic could be good if they're on Seasoned Pyromancer. Needle seems suspect. If they're Oboshing, they don't have Ratchet. They don't play Ratchet Bomb or Explosives, right? And like Blast Zone's whatever because they can't Blast Zone for 0. Kind of want to cut like Needle. And a chip, maybe? I don't know if I should be cutting chip, but I'm going to do this. They can't if they Blood Moon first, then remove Blood Moon. They're not going to remove their own Blood Moon. Oh my god. This hand loses the game to a Blood Moon. Like... Should we keep chat? I can't keep this against Obosh, right? There's no way. There's no way I'm keeping this against Obosh. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. Alright, this is better. Back the chip, I think. This hand's actually kind of cracked. There's no way you keep that hand. Oh wait, they're on Riftbolt? Monka sus. Why is he playing Riftbolt? Riftbolt's kind of weird, champ. No, Emayashi never ports up Moon. Can we have a prediction so I can get the 400k points? Ooh, 400k, right? You're pretty clear. You're getting there. If I ever bring back the Doom Spaghetti, or what was it? I forgot. What was the channel? Yeah, was it Doom Spaghetti? Or Spaghetti Dinner. That's what it was. Spaghetti Dinner. If the Spaghetti Dinner ever comes back for 1,000,000 channel points, which I still don't even know what we would do for that. When I eventually move into a new place, which I'm looking to do in the next couple of months, probably I'm going to try and look for apartments, but maybe we can have like a cooking stream. Oh no, they killed the crab? Oh no. We're dead. Not my crab. Oh no. Bone Crusher, my Ornithopter, huh? And Mayashi's kind of a Giga Chad. Nope. Well, I can even cast Dismember, which I probably will do. Reinforced Ronin? Jesus. You have to do your supper deck. Oh, yeah, you were telling me that, Joel. One of these days, man. One of these days. Lava Spike. Alright, well, I guess I shouldn't have burned in Dismember, huh? Nice Dismember, idiot. Alright, I guess I'll cast that one. I guess I'll cast that card. I think it's better to just play that instead of playing the Thought Monitor. If he's trying to fucking Lava Spike me, I want to get him dead before bad shit happens. Do they just sideboard into burn? Yeah, apparently. That's the strat, right? Just board into burn. Alright, let's go. Colorless blue monitor. Draw 2, by the way. I guess I'll just attack. You don't know how bad I wanted to equip the crab there. I should have. I should have equipped the crab. That was a punt. That was such a punt. Why didn't I equip the crab? God damn it. Prediction. Oh, no. Tim, what'd you do? 3-2? Why did you do a 3-2 prediction when I'm 2-0 up a game? Come on, Tim. No. We can't do that. Cancel that. We can't do that. No. You literally just saying, am I winning a game where I'm miles ahead? Come on, refund it. Get out of here. Cancel that channel point. No, cancel it. I will cancel it for you. No, that's stupid. No, stop it. This hand's kind of poop. I think it's pretty bad. This is like kind of the same hand, but I'm on 6 cards, so I guess I'll keep this. Back Citadel. Alright, chat. What will our opponent lead on for their first land? See if we pay out the believers or the non-believers. What is it? Well, okay, well they haven't fetched yet. Imagine if they fetch planes. Please fetch planes. Fetch planes. 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 Let's go! Does not produce mana. Or not produce blue mana. Believers in shambles. Believers in actual shambles. What's it like to be a believer? I'm a believer, I couldn't leave her if I tried. Fetch land was first land, so it's a no anyways. Well, no, if they fetched for a blue source, I would have counted that. 100%. Come on, if they fetch for a blue land, I would have counted that. 100%. Come on, that's just cheats because you're just rigging the bet. Like 90% of modern decks play fetch lands. Like you're literally just rigging the bet at that point. Like what? It was said fetch lands don't tap for mana, which is different than not counting. Yeah, I know. Actually, just trying to find a way to scam the system. Why didn't they do this pre-combat? Actually. What's the next prediction? Oh no, that's just paying it out. I thought you did another prediction. Give me on the ground. Just play Urza, right? Just play Urza, win the game, 5-head. Kind of don't want to tap the Construct token. But I also don't want to just fetch for an Ornithopter or a Memnite. So I guess I just want to attack this turn. I mean, I'm going to be miles ahead anyways. It's not really going to matter. Your move. Your move, Yugi boy. I guess they could dress down. That's not going to cut it. That one's not going to do it, let me tell you. I mean, even if they dress down, I probably still win. I just equip Nettlecyst plus this to Urza and still win, right? Like, dress down's not even enough at that point. Is this Jeskai Prowess deck? Maybe. Does the Prowess deck play Prismatic Ending? I guess they would, right? Makes sense. Still have a land drop this turn. We did have to tap the token. Yeah, but I didn't have a blue land in my hand. My hand was just Citadel. What are we boarding against? Prowess. Please do not tell me to bring in Damping Sphere. If you tell me to bring in Damping Sphere, you're going to get banned. Little Veil of Maya. I think I'm just going to do that. Maybe I should play like their Murktide. I probably should pretend that they're Murktide, right? Alright, let's cut one of these. I don't know if that's good, but... In the sand... Ashiok to prevent Delirium? Absolutely not. Sand's a little sketchy. I think we'll ship that back. I think we'll go ahead and ship that one back. Sand's not bad. I don't know what I'm putting back, though. I think I put back Urza. Yeah, I'm gonna put back Urza. I can actually go Island, Prototype, Memnite, and dismember their 1-drop, which is pretty dope. Should I just not play Memnite? It's pretty bad if they have Ragavan. There's no way. If they had Ragavan, they would have played it. I'm just not going to play Memnite. I don't want it to get bolted. My grandpa's deck doesn't have any bad cards, Kaiba. How do we beat Tron, Damping Sphere, and play? Yeah, pretty much. Oh no, they have the mystical dispute bug. Chat, for those of you who don't know, If you have Mystical Dispute and you have F8 on, don't F8. That's all I'm gonna say. Just don't F8. Let's play Island, Memnite, go. Yeah, and I know they have Dispute now. Kind of awkward. Kind of awkward. I will never relinquish. I think we're about to be 4-0 at this deck, chat. Are you excited? I'm excited. And again, we know they have disputes, or we know they have disputes. I'm just not going to play the Thoughtcast this turn. Probably should have attacked with the Memnite. What does the bug actually do? So if you're F8'd, what F8 is, if you don't know, is it auto passes priority if you don't have any spells to cast or the ability to play a spell. So if you're on F8 and you float a mana before casting Dispute, the game recognizes that Dispute is a 3-mana card and you only have 1 mana floating. So it auto passes you to the point where it passes the priority to which, in the point of which you actually are able to cast the Dispute. That's the issue with it. I guess I'm equipping Shadow Spear and just bashing. I'm gonna play around Dress Down by not making a token now, because if they have Dress Down, I'd rather just make a token here. I guess I should have attacked with the Midnight again. Do you think Mono Blue is a better version than the Blue-White Spider Space? Do you think is a possible Bird Ragavan? No, you don't want to play Ragavan in Affinity. Petty thefts. Again, we've had this conversation a lot over the stream. I really don't think that a second color is where you want to be. It's just like, the problem with the second color is it makes your mana so awkward, because you really want to be playing with Darksteel Citadel, but the problem is if you're playing a second color, you have to have enough white sources or other colored sources in your deck to be able to support those cards. And like, the minimum number that you can really play is like 12, which means you just have no room for Citadel. And when you cut Citadel, you make your other cards so much worse, so I don't think it's worth it. I mean, it's gonna suck if they have Dress Down, but if they had Dress Down, they wouldn't have shocked. They probably have Charm. They've conceded from the game. Alright, chat, we're 4-0. Tim, get the prediction up while I restart Magic Online. Sand is not good. Sand is also not good, but I think I have to keep it. 4-0. Alzik, thank you for the tier 1 for 10 months. Really appreciate that. Says deck good question mark. It's felt pretty decent so far. I like it. It's powerful. The affinity cards feel quite good, for sure. Crooked Salt. Is Reality Chip better than just main decking Rebukes? Reality Chip has underperformed for me, for sure. It hasn't come up that often. And by it hasn't come up that often, I mean, I don't think I've equipped it once. Maybe I equipped it once against Hammer Time, but it was in a game I was losing anyways, so... this is so bad. I can't possibly win this game. Can't possibly win. Chip seems good with Stoneforge, but just raw it seems highly medium. Well, I mean, it's insane with Urza. That's the whole reason we're playing it. Colossal Sky Turtle by Ornithopter. What? Are they just debating me to play more cards? I guess I'll play more cards. I don't know. They probably meant to do that end step, but it just doesn't matter at this point. We can't realistically win this game. Yeah, I don't have any outs. Alright, that was game one. We expect to lose game one. Game one is definitely our bad game. We have a lot of sideboard cards, though. Not Dismember. Get out of here. So, Rebuke... Is Damping Sphere even that good? I don't know. Doesn't seem great. It only slows them down one turn. I really don't think it's that good. I'm going to cut Chip. Chip is way too slow. I'm going to cut Hard Evidence. You got 20k points, and you're going to win out from here. It's going to be an uphill battle. This matchup is rough. Cut the Needle, maybe. I think this looks like where I want to be. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Damping Sphere. Cut Spellbomb. No, Spellbomb is good. Because, like, the thing about this matchup is sometimes you can kind of force them into going for a small live again, and Spellbomb just kind of gets you out of that. I mean, I can't mold his hand. Not reasonably. Temperature. Teferi be good. Yeah, I mean the white definitely helps you in this matchup. Let me tell you that. Please don't force me. Living It always has the nuts against me, without fail. They always have the nuts. Watch them have Force 2. You know for a fact they have Force 2. No Force? Alright, alright. We're still playing. What did they force? My Relic. It's really unfortunate that I don't have a second copy of a Graveyard Hate piece in this deck. I think that might be a mistake. If they want to get back one Windcaller Raven, I think I could beat one Windcaller Raven. Question is, do I make a second token? If I make a second token, I have to get Drum? I have to get Drum and not attack. This is really awkward. Not drawing a land is so bad here. What flavor is my vape? It's Juicy Nerds. So it's like Nerds flavored. It's good. Yeah, if I... No, obviously Cage is not good, but if I had like a Soul Guide Lantern. So if I make a token, get Spellbomb, don't attack. And then next turn I can attack. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I think I like that line. Yeah. If I make a token, I have to get Drum, which is kind of the problem. Like, I wanted to get something that wasn't Drum. Wait, really? I don't even care. They're just making a 4/4? I mean, I guess they kill the tokens, but, like... Sure. Actually... I even make a mana here? I guess it doesn't really matter either way. Okay, whatever. So that happens... So I guess now I just get Spellbomb? Yeah, then if I draw a land, I can go Urza, bounce your Windcaller even. Alright, go. Oh, no, yeah, I can still do it with a land, because I have 3 mana. But I need to find a land. What's up, Sartoglo? Interesting play. Very, very interesting play from the opponent. Should I still keep holding up the counterspell? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then if I draw a land or a 0 mana artifact, I can hold up Rebuke. I think I'm going to cast the Thoughtcast. I really want to try and find lands here. It sucks maybe if they force that, but... Well, it sucks. Go. That Lake does not want to play ball. Yeah, Stream Decker's been down most of the day. I guess they just have nothing else. Alright, I guess this is okay. Guess I should bounce this now? No, because if I brick on land, I might still want to play more Thoughtcast. I'm gonna just untap. Okay, so now we can go Drum Thoughtcast. Okay. Do I risk it again? I could Thoughtcast again, but if I miss on land, I can't bounce with Spellbomb. I'm gonna not, because I guess now I have 4 mana, right? What if I just go to 8? I think I might just go to 8. Because I need the Spellbomb in play to be able to play the Urza if I don't find a land. I guess they could also have Dispute, which would suck. Oh, if I bounce it and they have a land, they can just replay it. But that's fine, right? If they tap out to replay it. I think I'm just going to bounce it. Right here with my friends. Okay. Are they just going to put it back into play? Oh, they have 2 of them? That's bad. Yeah, that's bad. Damn it! Not drawing land 3 here really sucked. My draws were just so fucking bad. Ah, fine. It sucks. God damn it. God damn it. Alright, Tim, pay him out. Pay him out.